Hello people of the interwebs! Welcome back to my Let's Play of Croc, Legend of the Gobbos for RGOGNOCA. In the last video I just did a lot of talking, so let's just get to the game, shall we? And it's very simple, very basic. And every level has a semi, maybe not so much, clever title. And so the adventure begins. And it's very simple, we can just jump right in. Great game. You can just jump right in when I'm not talking. Alright. So, we have a Gobbo right here. Easy as pie. Red crystal. Smash a box with your butt. And here's what I was talking about with the Croc's only attack is a tail whip. He is a crocodile thing, but he has no bite attack, no teeth. And technically his attacking with his butt is technically called a stomp. If I can just remember. Okay. I'm sorry, you know how when like you try to do something that you're used to just doing automatically, you'll mess it up? Yeah. And yes, the enemies respawn continuously. Now, a complaint Caddy had that the controls aren't very good. That's if you use the analog stick, which I literally cannot. I'm moving it right now, it does nothing, so I have to use the D-pad. Let's get through here. And with the D-pad, certain things like the quick turn and the sidestep are entirely unnecessary because when you turn to the left, you don't drive around like a motorboat, as Caddy's described it, you just turn to the side. And to make my point clearer, I will not be using the quick turn button or the sidestep button at any point during this Let's Play. Just because, you know, that's just Caddy being a snob. I'm sorry, that was really, really mean of me to say. I apologize. Oh look, extra life. I always love how the extra life in this game, it's like a shower of sparkles and then the one last sparkle, like, that the heart turns into that lands in your backpack. I like to think of that as the actual sparkle that the life is. And there's another Gobbo in a box, poor thing. Fireballs with googly eyes! Anyway, as I was saying about the D-pad, if you're a true Sony child, like me, and you grew up on the PlayStation, like me, and like Caddy apparently, or so he says, the D-pad is, you know, very familiar to you. Because the D-pad happened long before the analog stick was even put on the controllers. There are PS1 controllers that don't have analog sticks. So, personally, I have always preferred the D-pad over the analog stick for controls, just because it provides much tighter controls. My hands... Okay, that was me being distracted, I'm sorry. My hands aren't very steady normally, so I generally can't be trusted to, like, walk a character in a straight line if I have to, like, use something that, like, just the tiniest bit of pressure in the wrong direction will send you in, like, at an angle. I can't really do that. The D-pad... The D-pad is just, it just has much tighter controls. It's just much better. I'm sorry. And if it's uncomfortable, then... well... that's a matter of opinion. I mean, I don't find it uncomfortable. I find it very natural. And here's this silly little thing that just kind of dig, 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 hop, dig, 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 hop. You can't attack that thing, fortunately. Ah! I did not mean to press that. Ah, there you are, buddy. 4 Gobbos. Now there are 5 in every stage, plus 1 behind that door right there. And here's a worm. And once he goes away, we can follow him. So yeah. In terms of good things, I really can't say much that Caddy didn't say. And again, I'm trusting most of my views for this entire Let's Play are going to come from my shameless advertising on Caddy's video, so... Ouch. Anyway. Yeah, so these platforms, they'll break after a little while after you step on them. And then they'll reform. Pretty much everything in this game reforms except, like, boxes. And if you die, the boxes reform, so... Anyway, now we have the bonus stage with the cool music. And jellies that we can jump on. Now, if you just, like, just bounce on it like this, it'll go that high, and if you, well, first double jump, but then if you just hold down the X button, it'll keep bouncing you, like, twice as high. Which is neat. And over here we have a key for the Gobbo over there. Now this is the first level, everything is pretty straightforward. You go in a line, you get all 6, and there's this heart hiding behind this rock. And that's level 1. In 5 minutes. Yeah, it's not a very long game, it's not a very difficult game once you know the ins and outs. Also, I like to save the game after, like, every time I complete a stage, just in case something funky happens. So, I'm gonna be doing that, I'm sorry. I'm gonna overwrite this because it's finished. And yeah, each stage gets you 2%. Every boss gets you 4%, and every bonus stage gets you 1%. It's very, very straightforward. But it's a great game. I'm sure everyone watching already feels that way, so... Yazoo! Shazam! I'm sorry, I don't really have much more to say. Oh god. Oh god, I always forget which one's the right one. Oh no. Oh dear. Because you see there's another over there. I can never, ever remember which one's right. I'm gonna guess that the one up here is right just because it's out of the way, relatively speaking. But, yeah, that's something I always worry about every time I start this level. I don't remember. And there's this annoying little jerk over here. Everything except the bosses takes 1 hit, but again, they do also respawn infinitely. Like that. He's there. He's back there. Just that shimmering sound, and there's like a little sparkle effect, and it's back. And those things with like the pitchforks, they shoot fireballs. Oh, please let this be right. Oh, please, oh, please. Oh, thank goodness. Yes, this is right. And I don't want to get bitten. Alright, so here we have some of the colored crystals. There's a Gobbo in one of these boxes, I'm sure. Now, to get past the little red Dantinis that are just like the basic, we don't have any special abilities or powers Dantinis, but if it's underneath you, if you jump and then you hold down the X button when you double jump, not only will it smash the box, it will also kill the Dantini beneath you. Which is nice. Hello, little Gobbo friend. Da-dee-da-da-da. See? Very simple. And very cute. Yes, it is. It's a cute game. I mean, you're rescuing the furball people. I mean, you know? Oh god, don't tell me I forgot. Oh no. Oh, did I forget something? Oh. I forgot something, didn't I? Oh god. Unless... Yazoo! Hello. Shazam! I guess it's been longer since I played this game than I thought. Okay, that's the key. Let's hope that's not a key for something like in the future. I don't think it is, but those things happen sometimes. And I like how the cage removal sound and the Gobbo collecting sound are like inverses of each other. Like one is a scale going down and the other is a scale going right back up. I like that. It's nice. And there's lots of color and sparkles and just creativity. That's really what this game has that I love most of all. It's just, it's creative, it's original, it's got so much going for it that, like, I know it was supposed to be a Yoshi game originally, but for a makeover, this is pretty good. Trying not to curse ever. Alright, so bonus stage 2. Now, you can smash through all of these boxes at once. And you may or may not get all the crystals if you do that. You can just double tap the jump button and smash them one at a time and take a while. I'll do both. So that's if you double tap. Here's if you press and then press again and hold. Et voila! It really is a very simple game, but beautiful for what it is. I'm sorry, I won't make you sit through that again. You can skip that. Alright. Oh, the last one was called Underground Overground. Eh. Shouting lava, lava, lava. Now, I don't know if that's a reference to something. If it is, please tell me in the comments, because I wouldn't know. I live under a rock, pretty much. Oh, pretty ice. Very basic, saved 4%, done. The end. So we start the level. It had sheep. It's cute. Oh. Maybe I should have done all the talking while I was playing. Oh. Yazoo! Here's something Caddy complained about. Oh look, it's a lava fall. It's pretty. Anyway. So you have this platform thing here. And if you step on a button, it moves you one way. And if you step on the other button, it moves you the other way. Now, if you use the analog stick, doing that is pretty much impossible. If you use the D-pad, it couldn't be easier. Yazoo! Seriously, Caddy. Yazoo! The D-pad should... If the PS1 is your baby, the D-pad should be, you know... I don't know where I'm going with that. Anyway, this golden sparkle here, hidden behind this rock, you step into it, it takes you to a special place. Now this place isn't necessary, this is a true bonus area. It has nothing necessary in it. It just has lives and these things. So, I doubt I have found all of the true bonus areas. Oh look, it's a flaming Duntini. You can't spin attack it when it's on fire. Pretty basic. Anyway. Ouch. So I just lost a lot of crystals, but you know, whatever. Got 2 lives. Anyway, I don't know if I've found all of the bonus areas. I know there are some that I've found but have been unable to get to. Just because it takes like really precise jumping. But, yeah, those are a thing. And those are like a thing for like if you really scour the levels up and down. So, like, I don't know if maybe there's one in every level. I don't know. I don't know if there's any sort of regulation to that. Oh, game. Oh dear. I think... Yay! Okay. Somehow, I find that with those things, when it goes, like, with the fast shuffle, if you just kind of unfocus your eyes a bit and let it kind of skip over and not really try to keep track, you'll keep track of it automatically. I don't know how it works, but it works, usually. Now we have a pushy block, and we have these things that are weird. These things are very strange. Oh, and that's a platform that rises, by the way. Now, Mr. Rat Thing. Ah! Yeah, that's what they do. They kind of freak out when you get near them. And they make weird noises. And they're cute, like everything else in this game. Anyway, pushy to block forward. And here we have a golden key. Now there are two keys in this game, the silver key and the golden key. Silver key opens cages, the golden key opens doors. Period. Again, pretty basic. I believe it's what Caddy would call a McBasic shenanigan. And yes, I'll be doing a Let's Play of that game too. Eventually. After I played through it once. Anyway, so yeah. Door. Ah. Now here's a thing. In using these boxes as a staircase, if you smash any of them, you are stuck. So don't. That's a pretty basic, you know, easy mistake to make. And it's very easy to get bitten by that thing as well. I'm not gonna bother. Yeah, these are all, I believe these are all just 5 crystals. Actually, let me just make sure that I don't want to have to come back. Because my commentary is pretty lacking as it is. I'll admit that right now. Okay, yeah, just 5 crystals each. La-di-da. And you can jump, or you can take the balloon. And then move on. There's very little backtracking in this game. There is some, sometimes, in the future, in the more complicated games. Okay, this switch, it's a activate an elevator switch. If it just creates platforms, you'll just have to press it and then, like, the button will disappear and the platforms will be there for good. I love those. I love it when you don't have to press the button the second time. And when you do, it's a little annoying. So here's the key to this poor little Gobbo over here. And you have to step on the switch again. Wasting maybe 5 seconds. Honestly, I'm just pretty much doing this on autopilot. It really is very simple when you know. Oh, game. Now this is a funny game. It's kind of like whack-a-mole. You're not expected to get every single thing that pops up. But you have to get at least a certain number in order to get the Gobbo. If you get less, you'll get 2 hearts, and if you do really badly, you'll just get 1 heart. So, and with the analog stick, I don't even know how this would be played with the analog stick. With the directional buttons, it's hard enough. So, oh, I guess you could use the sidestep button, but I said I wasn't going to use that. Oh god. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Ah! No, 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 no! No, no, no! No, 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 no! Oh, no, 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 no! No, 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 no! No, no, no! No! No, 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 no! Alright. have to go back and do that again, but I will cut this out of the video. You don't have to watch me do that twice. I won't force that on you wonderful people of the interwebs. I know you have better things to do with your time. So, let's try that again. BRB. There we go. Alright. Now, I think that little remixed sound slash flash thing only happens when you get all 6 Gobbos if you do it a second time, I think. Maybe not, I'll have to pay more attention to that. Anyway, Lair of the Feeble. Now, as a kid, I didn't know what that word meant. So I thought that was the name of the actual creature. I mean, technically it is. But I didn't see the irony at the time. But now I do. Alright, saving. I may just start cutting this part. I mean, I'll always do it just in case, but I may start just cutting that out, because it's... Anyway, first boss. And here we see Baron Dante turning innocent creatures into his evil minions. It's a duck. Now, Caddy thought that was ridiculous. And it is. But again, from what I've heard about this story, the plotline of Knack. Okay, anyway, in a boss level, there are no Gobbos, there are just crystals, lots of crystals. Usually about 50. I'm not going to bother getting them all because you wonderful people of the interwebs have much better things to do than watch me do everything. Wait, I'm playing this game to show you everything. I'm gonna do it all anyway. Sorry. Alright, that was bad. That was bad. I apologize. Anyway, as I was saying, Caddy thought that was ridiculous. He was right. But from what I've heard of the plot of Knack, if this is comparable, and he defended that game's plot, why would he assault this one? Just saying. Especially if, as he says, this is his childhood. Which he also said is the only reason he didn't salvage it. Which I personally think he does in the wrong order. Like, you should salvage it and then... You know, you should slaughter it and then salvage the remains, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. This thing will chase you around until it doesn't. When it does that, that's your chance to walk in and attack. And you have to time it just right or you'll get hurt anyway. He tends to stop when he catches up to you. So, like, just stopping yourself and letting him almost catch you will make this go by a lot faster. Oh, he's gonna get me. Or it may be just like a certain number of steps, I don't know. Oh! Ouch. And that's that. 3 hits, it's done. And in doing so, we turn it back into a simple, innocent duck. And then Birdie comes along and takes us away again. Now, because we got all 6 Gobbos, for each of the 3 levels prior to that, we opened up level 1 S1. And this is like a super... This is not a super secret. It's a secret bonus level. Hang on. So yeah, if I showed that, which I may have skipped it, I'm now at 10% already, and that is, is this the curvy caverns or the twisty tunnels? It's one or the other, and it's exactly what it says. Oh, and it has these jumpy things. Fireballs without googly eyes, and there are no Gobbos here either. It's just like a secret, like, piece of the island that was, like, sealed away by magic or something. At least that's what I like to think it is. You broke the seal by rescuing all the Gobbos, I guess? Also, this is taking a lot longer than I expected. Every video may be about an hour. I know I hate seeing, like, 1-hour videos myself, so I apologize most sincerely. Now, over there is a cage holding a And that button would create a platform to cross this lava to get a life. And because I'm doing this 100% playthrough, I'm going to show you that, so why did I just tell you? I don't know, I was considering skipping it. Oh, look at these thingies! These are adorable. Except when they shoot fire pellets at you. But these have got to be my favorite enemies of any game ever. It's so cute! Alright. Oh, some long jumps here. Oof. And see that shadow on the box there? If you jump, it gives you that key to that cage out there. Now, the smash... Oops. Didn't mean to push that. The smash thing, the stomp that smashes boxes, it can only break one box at a time. So even though I did this at dead center, it can't smash all four, it just smashes one. Which is a little annoying, but, you know. No, I'm not gonna take my time with that. Oh, and look, it's another worm. I'm not gonna try to steal your crystals, buddy. So, if you go through here... you end up here. Which is not what I was expecting. Oh, you have to go here. You need the gold key. You don't need the silver key. Hello, goodbye. Alright, so I'm gonna go back. I'll just cut this out. This really is taking a while. BRB. Alright, so back here, over here we have the cage that we have the key to, and it's a butterfly, isn't it lovely? That's also what happens if you, die before a box that had a Gobbo in it, or a life, but you already got it, but then the box itself respawns, it just has a butterfly in it. Anyway, so that button created this platform right here, and there's something else. Ah! Okay, that was me being dumb. Okay, it's not so visible here. The lava has a lighting effect that, even affects Croc. It lights him from underneath. Or at least I noticed that in Shoutin' Lava Lava Lava. The second run through, where I wasn't talking because I cut it out. Let me see if it's more visible ahead. Yeah, I'd say it is. See, you can see the orange glow on him. It's kind of nice. And it's the nice bubbling lava. Does lava actually bubble like that? I find it hard to believe it would. But, hey, what do I know? Alright. Anyway. Back through here. And here... turn left, and we have... Now, I hate these little platforms because not only are they smaller, but you can't grab onto them. They have a slightly sloped edge that Croc can't latch onto. So if you don't hit these things dead center, you're gonna fall. And I hate that so very much. Alright. And up here we have a puzzle piece. And we also have a door. And I'm gonna show you what's behind the door before I get the puzzle piece. It is an alternating staircase of platforms that goes pretty high. At the top, there are just some lives. Nothing really critical. Just, you know, just in case you need any. Which I don't. But, you know, whatever. I don't really have much to say, but this is the first island where you're just basically supposed to just be getting your bearings, pretty much. So there isn't quite as much stuff here. I'll have more to say in, like, the later islands. Okay, so there are those lives. I'm not really going to bother to get them, but watch this. He makes the falling scream noise. Even though he doesn't even take fall damage. Well, fall damage, I don't know how you would even implement that in this game. Anyway, so puzzle piece. These puzzle pieces will actually be used as such in a cutscene towards the end of the game. It's pretty neat how they actually took the time to do that. Anyway, 10% overriding block, game saved 11%. So bonus levels, 1%. And back to the normal levels. Here we have the Tumbling Down Teeny. Now, if you start the level right off, you'll see what it's talking about. You will, 1 second. It's that thing right there. It attacks by tumbling at you. Or cartwheeling, I should say. Oh! Ouch. Can't remember what's in this box. Oh! Good thing I checked. It's a Gobbo. Oh, look at him! He's tumbling! Haha! So yeah, there's up and there's down here. Oops. Yeah, jumping while you're climbing just makes you fall. And here we have a bridge that does fall. And I believe if we land right in the center, we'll fall onto this crate. That, just to show you, for the record, we can't access from down here. You have to go up, and then fall, and then go back up. And not get hit by the tunneling worm. And there's the Tumbling Down Teeny again. Not sure what that slalom was about. Mispressing the buttons. Even with the D-pad I can mess up. But it's a lot harder to mess up with the D-pad. So yeah, smash this. It's a Gobbo. Back out again. And back up again, and that's all we're gonna see of the Tumbling Down Teeny. Literally. You'd think there would be more than one throughout the level, but nope, there's just that one at the beginning, and then the whole rest of the level is just, you know, standard underground, overground, cavey, lava field, grass field stuff. Oh boy. Flying Duntini. He's annoying. Oh, this is a Gobbo. And this over here, I believe, is the blue crystal. Now, I like the crystals, the colored crystals. They're neat. They also don't float up and down, like white crystals do. See, the white crystal, Here it's like going up and down, but that one in the center there is kind of staying where it is, and that's because it's actually the yellow crystal. Now, if one of these crystals is disguised as a white crystal, not only do you get the colored crystal, it also counts as getting one white crystal. And as you know, those are added up at the end of the level, and once you get 100, you get a new life. Oh, I already had the key. There's a way back up there, right? Right? Oh, no. Okay, that works. Okay, that was... I am sorry about that. I don't know what I was thinking. So yeah. One tumbling down teeny, and then just basic Island 1 stuff. Now, Caddy made a point. That is a valid point. That you can get through the entire game, even get to like the final boss fight with Baron Dante and beat him without collecting a single Gobbo. That is technically true. Well, not technically, it is true. But why would you do that? I mean, why would you not rescue these adorable little furball people from lives of eternal torment and solitude? That's just mean. Caddy Caddy says that's one of the reasons he calls this game flawed. I don't think it's quite as flawed as he makes it out to be. This game is centered around collection. That's the whole point of this game, and I don't remember which of these contains a Gobbo. Oh boy. Now, here's a thing about the stomp. If you double tap, like if you jump and then you tap it just to press the thing again so it doesn't like continue the stomp straight down, you can also press the forward or technically the backward button, and it will move you as you start to fall. So if you're very careful, which you can even like step onto the next box. And even if you don't, you can also easily catch the next box. Not gonna lie, this is pretty much just me showing off here. Ah! 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 And he makes the death fall noise. Hello, Gobbo. My friend. Anyway, this game is centered around collection. If you don't enjoy collecting, which I do, you really won't appreciate this game very much. I mean, you'll get the cuteness and the pretty colors and the... well... that, but... Cave Fear. But, you know, if you're not into collecting things, you won't like this game very much. You won't appreciate it for what it is, a collection game. That's what it's about. It's not about the boss fights. And you can't get to the 5th island. There's a 5th island. I'm sorry, that was terrible. But you can't get to the 5th island without collecting any Gobbos. In fact, you have to collect all of them to get to it. So, if you want to, like, get the whole game, you do have to get all the Gobbos. It's not that flawed. If you're only in it for the boss fights, you're not really appreciating what it's supposed to be about. Anyway. Now, this pushy block... okay, you can only push it on the purple space. Yeah, that's a thing. I was thinking that maybe it wasn't, but it is. Alright, die. Oh, and then... oh wait, no. You don't need to. I was thinking you needed to push the block all the way back over. No, that's not necessary. Hello, Gobbo on a little ledge. Hey! I couldn't pick him up. Okay. Anyway, so this is Cave Fear. It's gonna be mostly caves, I think. God, it's been a while. Balloon! Whee! And here is where the quick turn button would be useful, but I'll be honest, the first few times I played through this game, I didn't know there was a quick turn button. I didn't know. I never used it. And I got through, so I'm gonna do that here. Not out of spite towards Caddy. Caddy is awesome. Good old Cadicarus. But, you don't need it. It's not nearly as useful as some people would make you believe, so long as you use the D-pad. You'll usually have time to make the full turn. In fact, you'll always have time to make a full turn, even if you're like on a breakable platform or something. Alright. Okay. There's a Gobbo in a cage. Here's a key. I already have, yeah, I already have all 5. And there's another Gobbo. So yeah, this whole level was all in a cave. Not very challenging. And yes, I do know this video is dragging on a long time, and it will drag on for longer. My intention is to make it so that every island, every island is one video. So yeah, this is gonna be long. Now, you see the key is right there. If you're not careful, it can be very easy to miss it. And I don't need all those crystals, and I'm feeling kind of pressed for time, so... Darkness descends. Alright. We saw this in some demo. Now, this is where they do start to get a bit tricky. If you use that if you smash that box before getting up here, you will not be able to get up there, I don't think. Or maybe you can and I'm just being dumb. Yeah. Yeah. Disregard what I just said. I'm sorry. But I do think this box is important. No, it's not. Okay, I'm being really dumb. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, things like this, Croc can, like, do the monkey bar thing. And you can't stomp Gobbos. You just collect them. Which is nice. Oh, this game. The running box. It's pretty simple. Don't come at the box at an angle. Come at it straight on so that when it hits the wall, you'll have no choice but to come right towards you. Yazoo! And then you just jump onto it, and voila. All done. Easy peasy. Easy peasy McBreezy. Oh, I think... Could be wrong. I think there might be a bonus level platform off that cliff. I'm not gonna test it. Ouch. Okay. Calm down. Okay. So here's the deal with these things. They're going the direction you don't want to go, so you just jump onto them, you know, jumping forward one at a time. And you'll get to where you're going. So you do have to wait for new rafts to spawn if you're not close enough. Anyway, crystals and stuff. A thing that is flawed about the gameplay mechanics of this game. If you try to jump over a box and then stomp, it registers the box being right below you, so it won't let you. So you have to like jump and stomp again. Occasionally you can break that, but most of the time that's just how it works, and it's wastes about, I don't know, 2 seconds. It's not really a big deal. But yeah, it's a little flawed there. And you can see the title of this game is because this is a nighttime scene. Apparently we have been rescuing Gobbos all day. I'm sure it feels like it's been all day to anyone watching this because this is a long video and I am really, really sorry about that. Anyway, jelly. Up to this lovely little lava pool here that's actually in the shape of a crescent moon. It's pretty. And yeah, I have all 5. I'm still not quite sure what dictates whether the 5 crystal thing will like show like the 5 facing you or if they'll be doing it like sideways. Still not sure what dictates that. And hey, does this look familiar to you? This is sort of where Croc appeared. Now you might think, well, what the heck? There's nothing here. Except some mushrooms that you can't interact with. Well, you can kind of interact with them. They're there. Anyway, this hostile looking water is actually water you can swim in. Yes, he's a crocodile. He can swim. Is it crocodiles or alligators that are freshwater or saltwater? I can't remember. I can't tell the two apart. They're large reptiles with teeth that live in the water. Now you see the Gobbo noises. The yippee is delayed underwater. There are some delays underwater, some particle effects that are lost. Doesn't bother me, but... Oh, and by the way, here's something I only just discovered literally I think the last time I played this game. I always thought that just pressing X... Or no, maybe it was just a few times ago, but still, for the longest time I thought that just pressing X and doing this like breaststroke type thing was the only way to get through the water. Actually, if you hold down X, he'll start doing a little doggy paddle that drives around very not so well and is very slow. The breaststroke thing is faster, but there is a continuous way to move through the water. But this is faster and not very difficult. You just have to get into a rhythm. So yeah, that's the 6th Gobbo. Splash. Voila. And I am coming up on an hour here. I am so sorry. Alright, last boss. And here we see another little cutscene. Most of the cutscenes in this game are just a Baron Dante turning innocent creatures into boss enemies. I'm not sure how much of it's a graphical glitch that like the bottom of its eye kept like flashing out, or how much of that is like its eyelid twitching. I don't know. I like to think maybe it's only its eyelid twitching. So here we have a nice lovely nighttime background. Kind of foreboding. 10 crystals a box. And as soon as you're over one of these moving platforms, Croc will automatically start moving with it, so... Or maybe not. Maybe the camera starts moving with it? I don't know. Something freaky happens. But it's not flawed enough to damage the gameplay. I'm not gonna get those boxes because they're just crystals and I don't really need them. So yeah, for boss levels there's mostly just 2 rooms and then the boss. So here's the boss. Fight night with Flibby. Okay. Now, here's the deal. He attacks once you're close. While he's panting, you tail spin him, and then you have to stomp his belly. You can't just let him lie there and come back up. And then, when he gets close, he'll do a move, but that's not done. He's got 2 moves now. Only when he does the, boom. That's the only time he becomes Yazoo! I like the audience voices in the background. It's funny. Wild fist flailing. And then, hey! Hey! Attack me, you giant smash. Okay. And... boom. Et voila! Easy peasy. Ladybug, ladybug, fly away home. And because we got all the Gobbos, we get the twisty tunnels. Okay, the first was the curvy caverns. This is the twisty tunnels. And immediately we're greeted by one of the little bullet spitters. It's so cute! I love those so much. They're so cute. Alright. Key. Key is good. And of course all boxes contain crystals or lives, because this is a secret area. So there are no Gobbos here. There are no Gobbos here. Empty. Ooh. Now here's a thing. It's very interesting. I'm still not quite sure what it's even supposed to be, but it's cool. And Croc actually slows down when walking uphill. It's a nice little touch. Ouch. Ooh, and here's another thing. The geyser platform. There are times in the future where that'll be like incredibly tricky because it is technically moving up when it's shot up by like the thing. Oh, that was a lucky jump. Because it is technically moving up when the geyser pushes it up, if it's too high for you to reach, by jumping when it's at its max height, you can get on it by jumping just before then. I'll be showing that off later in another video. And so here we have another thing. And this is an interesting little spiral staircase that can be very, very difficult to climb. But I'm going to do it just because completion. Alright, so once you're up, these platforms are barely not directly on top of each other. So if you're jumping, you have to be really careful that you're jumping far enough back that you won't just hit your head on the next platform. And you also have to be careful that you, like, won't fall to the side. I remember this being a lot harder. Oh well, recording magically makes me better at games. And up here we have a life and a life. Just two. No big deal. I still like it when he makes the scream. And second puzzle piece. And now we are at the second island. And if we save the game, you'll see that one island in total is 22% of the game. But wait, how does that divide up evenly into islands? It's actually pretty cool. Well, probably not nearly as cool as I think it is, but I'm just... The ice of life. Little play on the spice of life. But that will have to wait for the next video because this one has been going on for about an hour and I am very sorry. And if you've watched this long, thank you. I really, really appreciate you sticking with me. I could not be more grateful because I know even when it's like someone I like watching, if I see a 1 hour video, it really puts me off. So if you're here, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You wonderful, beautiful people of the interwebs. And, yeah, so I will be showing Island 2 in the next video. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you then.